Over 2,000 COVID-19 cases were detected for the second consecutive day yesterday as hospitals across the country are being overwhelmed with new cases. There are now speculations that the state could again reel under another spell of lockdown, given the projection of health experts that the transmission of the virus might reach its peak within 4 to 6 weeks. Good morning, I'm Abhiday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Over 2,000 new cases of COVID-19 registered for the second consecutive day. Health experts warn the spread rate could reach its peak within a month. 5 leaders from the Madhav Kumar Nepal faction furnished clarifications charging the Prime Minister of attempts to split the party, file a writ at the Supreme Court to stay possible actions. India faces extreme shortage of oxygen supply as COVID-19 cases spike in the country. 6 hospitals in the Indian capital Delhi completely out of oxygen supply. And Royal Challengers Bangalore climbed to the top of the Indian Premier League points table, thrashing Rajasthan Royals by 10 wickets. Leaders of the dissident faction of the CPN-UML, including Jhalanath Khanal, Madhav Kumar Nepal, Bhim Rawal and Surendra Pandey, have furnished their clarifications alleging party chairman KP Sharma Oli for actively being involved in party division. The dissident leaders claim that the allegations against them were baseless and alleged Prime Minister Oli for creating conflict within the party. Claiming that all the allegations made against them were baseless, former Prime Minister and senior leader Nepal, in his response, said it is unconstitutional and illegal to sack lawmakers from the parliamentary posts, alleging them of forming a new political party. Another senior leader, Khanal, expressed his concern over the possible split of the party and urged the party chairman to initiate party unity based on the proposals submitted in the past instead of taking actions against leaders and cadres. Meanwhile, Standing Committee leader Surendra Pandey said that it was their right to demand for meetings of the committees that were formed by the 9th General Convention of the party itself. Party Chairman Oli had sought clarifications from senior leader Nepal and 27 lawmakers of his faction, alleging them of participating in anti-party activities. Meanwhile, a few more lawmakers are preparing to file their clarifications today. Leaders from the Madhav Kumar Nepal faction of the CPN-UML have filed a writ petition at the Supreme Court demanding a stay order on possible action against them. Leaders Bhim Rawal, Surendra Pandey and Ghanshyam Bhushal moved the Apex Court alleging party chairman KP Sharma Oli of running the party unilaterally and attempting to expel them from parliamentarian posts driven by vested interests. The petitioners demanded the Supreme Court to overturn the decisions taken by the party chairman since 7th of March and to recognize only the Central Committee elected from the 9th Convention. The writ petition has also sought for a stay order on the eviction proceedings against them. The petitioners have demanded an interim order from the Supreme Court to halt all actions against them until the final verdict, saying that the next meeting of the party is likely to take further actions against them and the Election Commission could amend the details based on the decision. Meanwhile, the Apex Court informed that the preliminary hearing of the writ has been scheduled for Sunday. Breaking their months-long stalemate, Prime Minister and Chairman of CPN-UML KP Sharma Oli and senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal have held one-on-one meeting twice amid an unstable dynamics that has led the party on the verge of a split. However, the outcome of these meetings is still awaited. We have more in this report.
The intra-party rift within the CPN-UML has escalated even as the Supreme Court had revived the party on 7th of March last month. The disgruntled faction led by leader Madhav Kumar Nepal meanwhile boycotted a series of meetings summoned by party chairman KP Sharma Oli, alleging him of nominating members in the Central Committee along with sacking members who were elected from the 9th General Convention. The faction has even come up with parallel committees across the country and also supported Chief Minister from CPN Maoist Karnali province during the confidence vote while going against the party whip. Responding to the Karnali debacle, Chairman Oli sought clarifications from 27 lawmakers, including leaders Madhav Kumar Nepal and Jhalanath Khanal, aiming to sack them from parliamentarian posts. A day after this development, Prime Minister Oli and senior leader Nepal held a one-on-one meeting on Wednesday, breaking their months-long stalemate. Both the leaders have not revealed any information despite holding hours-long meeting on 2 consecutive days. Meanwhile, Premier Oli, speaking at a program on Thursday, lashed out at the disgruntled faction in his customary style, hinting that all was not well during the high-profile meeting with leader Nepal.
Nepal reported over 2,000 new COVID-19 cases for the second consecutive day, with 2,365 new cases registered yesterday. With this, the total infection tally in Nepal has reached 292,152. According to the Health Ministry, there are 12,690 active coronavirus cases in the country, with 1,015 corona patients kept at various isolation centers, while 81 are in quarantine centers across the country. The Kathmandu Valley alone reported 1,174 cases yesterday. The Health Ministry informed that 10,001 swab samples were tested through the PCR method yesterday. Meanwhile, 5 corona patients succumbed to the infection yesterday, taking the death tally to 3,117. Meanwhile, health experts have projected that the infection rate amid the second wave of coronavirus in the country will reach its peak within the next 4 to 6 weeks. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the local residents in Salyan, why have political parties failed to give an outlet by forming a new government? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
नेताहरू देशको समृद्धि अथवा देशलाई निकास दिनुपर्छ भन्ने भन्दा पनि आफ्नो व्यक्तिगत स्वार्थ राजनीतिक स्वार्थका कारणले यो निकास दिन नसक्या नयाँ सरकार गठन गर्न नसक्या होला जस्तो लाग्छ
कुर्सीमा तानातान छ कुर्सीको बदल लडालड छ उसको खुट्टा उसले तान्ने गरिरहेछन् दलहरु एक ठाउँमा नहुनु र कुर्सीको पछि लाग्नाले पनि यो सरकार एकीकृत भएको छैन
व्यक्तिबाजी भएर हो जस्तो लाग्छ मेरो विचारमा
आफ्नै स्वार्थ र कुर्सीको पछि लाग्नाले नयाँ सरकार पनि गठन हुन सकेको छैन नेताहरू कुर्सीको ताना खिचिरहनु अनि त्यसपछि विधि विधानलाई पालना नगर्नु
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. And here's the question. What should be done to minimize crowds at public places? Your options are A, people need to be aware, B, enhance police monitoring, and C, impose curfew. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.